Hey there, strangers. It's time for another 2 p.m. PST Twitch stream. I'm your host, Strange Bro Jim, and we are getting back into some Warframe. Now, currently downloading the update right at the moment, so it's gonna be, it's gonna take a minute or so. Didn't amazing download cache, huh? Okay. Whatever makes things kind of go a little bit faster, I'm okay with that. So, I believe today we're going to be using a new Warframe, because it should be built by now. Not really turning on my camera right at the moment there, folks, because of the trying to minimize the data usage over the internet right at this moment. You know, seeing that I'm downloading the updates and all that kind of stuff, so. You know, technically I should probably just, you know, turn off the stream altogether and but my app isn't registering the fact that I'm live right at the moment. Odd. Am I just not? I mean, what's going on here? Why is it not showing up? Let me know if you're actually here and you're listening to what I'm saying right at the moment, because right at this moment in time, I'm not seeing anything coming up on my phone app. So I don't even know if I'm considered live right at the moment. So if you're watching this, let me know. Figured I'd put some text in there, see if anyone's kind of seeing any kind of change on there. Okay, well, that's interesting. So, my stream just registered on Twitch and the like. I don't know why I have a large amount of, I guess you might say, lag on this. 9 minutes in, and it now registers that I'm live. Not sure what's going on here, folks. But I'm currently optimizing download cache right at the moment for Warframe, so you'll have to kind of forgive me on this amount of time being taken on this. I guess in the meantime, I'll, you know, if anyone's in the chat, feel free to, you know, chat with me if you want. But for the time being, I guess I'll go over you know, crazy friend of mine. He sent me a video clip of someone's ratings for Warframes, and I was like, okay, I'll take a look at this. I'll see what's up here. And the, you know, he does it in alphabetical order, which is nice. according to Crazy, there was some information. Um, oh, okay. My friend's Crazy is actually in the voice chat. Okay, let me. There we go. Hey, there we go. Her testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, Austin Kane. This is taking some time. Hey there, Crazy. How you doing, bud? I don't know if you're trying to watch the stream now or not, but I don't actually have you enabled on my end, so they can't really hear you. So, matter of fact, let me go ahead and unmute you so everybody else can kind of hear you. You know, I'm not like, talking to, talking to myself here. I'm not that crazy. You're the crazy one.
And that would be me.
Yeah, exactly.
I would be the crazy one. Yes. So I watched the end of your last Warframe stream and noticed that you had the Atomos building and that Mesa Prime should be ready by now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
time in the old town tonight.
I was actually planning. I had actually talked about maybe trying to do, get started on the Warframe build like on Friday night, so that I might have had a chance to do it on Tuesday. But I was like, whatever.
Well,
But it's a good time to kind of get started on the new Warframe and all that. Um, uh, so now here's the thing that I'm.
yes.
So I only have 2 Warframes, obviously. Okay, I just have Fulton and Rhino. Okay,
Yes.
according to his rating, Rhino trumps Volt, and it's like okay,
Yes.
you know, obviously players that are more experienced than me, they know what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I get that. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's what was kind of um, here's what was kind of bugging me a little bit about Volt versus Rhino. Okay,
Okay.
there's no attack on Rhino, pretty much. You know, you're reliant on the primary, secondary, and melee weapons, obviously, like any of the other regular Warframes have. But you're, I'm I guess in some cases I'm comparing apples and oranges here. Okay, Volt is more of an attack kind of a Warframe, where Rhino is more of a defense. Now, I will grant you, based off of the modifications that you gave me and all that, I have been able to survive a little bit longer with Rhino than what I would with Volt, but I was able to do a lot more clearing of enemies with Volt um, than with Rhino.
Right.
Um, Now, the guy gave Volt a B plus, which is still good. I mean, based off um,
His rating scale, yeah.
his rating scale and stuff like that. Um, it's adequate. It has some limitations, and it's um, but he didn't like rate it up there with being a total badass and the like. I'm like going, okay, that's fine. Um, but he gave Rhino an A plus, and I'm like,
Yes.
um, the charge is pointless. For example, I've tried to um, charge as an attack is not even it's I don't even know why they need to boost up the damage on the charge if they're even considering that as an attack. Um, because with Volt, I was able to kind of one shot a lot of the enemies with just the ability attack, the first attack. Okay, I was killing enemies like nothing, and I was killing multiple enemies just with the chain lightning. Okay, the fact that I'm not
Right.
even killing anything with the charge on a Rhino already downgrades that, in my opinion. Okay, you know, how is it getting an A plus if its first ability doesn't even do anything other than uh,
Well, okay.
knock things over? First off,
Well, so there there are a few things to consider here. Okay, and as I said, I don't entirely agree with you know. Brozheim is somebody I kind of know. I show up on his streams a lot, and he would recognize me if I asked him a question and things like that.
mm,
And straight up, he is a founder in this game. He has been playing this game for longer than I've been aware of its existence, and has literally forgotten things literally forgotten more than I will ever know, because he's dealt with systems that are no longer in place.
right.
However, however, I do feel he has certain biases that he is either unaware of or not fully accounting for. That's the first thing.
Okay.
The second thing is that as much as he does try for it, he tries to make that list a listing of objective power, and therefore it does not account well for playstyle or preferred playstyle. And I say that because he himself will admit that he hates playing Loki and finds Loki to be an extremely boring Warframe to play,
Mm-hmm.
but cannot deny that with the abilities Loki has, Loki is a powerful Warframe. On a similar note, I am unwholesomely fond of Limbo as a Warframe, whereas a lot of players think Limbo is the worst thing that DE has ever done in the history of anything ever. Okay? So everybody has their thing.
Right.
Um,
No, I get that.
and but going along with that, as has been as he mentions in the video,
Mm.
there are certain warframes that are A tier warframes. Actually, a lot of warframes that are A tier warframes and have an ability that is either not useful or at all, or of marginal use at best. Mesa is, if you were to ask him, Brozine would tell you that Mesa is his favorite warframe. Mesa's first ability is virtually useless because there is a cap on the ability. However, all of her other abilities are so good and work so well together that they more than make up for that particular lack. So, the
Okay.
thing about Rhino is that without his augment, his first ability is admittedly somewhat lackluster, although it is a useful movement tool because it allows you to get through a horde of enemies in a tight corridor, because you can just ragdoll them aside and charge through them, right? So that
Well,
has some.
to a certain extent, because the distance isn't that far. So,
Well,
um,
it has. some utility even without the augment.
Yes.
With the augment, you charge through a crowd of enemies, and it gives you a huge bonus to armor. You then, with that huge bonus to armor activate his iron skin, and suddenly he goes from having a modest amount of armor to having ye gods you can't even amounts of armor.
But
I have seen people easily have, you know, 30 to 60,000 armor on his iron skin, which believe me is just an absurd amount of armor.
okay, but here's the thing. You can't recast armor when you have it on. So if you already have it on and you're like down to like 20 points of armor and you do the charge, you're not going to be able to do the armor
That's
right
where
afterwards.
that's where our Rhino's second augment comes in, because his iron skin augment allows you to recast it at any time. And yes, he is a Warframe that requires 2 augments and is still considered to be very good because um, the his buff that he does, his roar, his third ability, boosts the damage of everybody in the area of effect for a considerable duration and by a significant amount.
Yeah.
And then his last ability is extremely good crowd control that works on most bosses. And that's important because most bosses, most other crowd control abilities don't work on boss, but Rhino Stomp does.
Okay.
Now, all of those things said, I have met people who found Rhino to be the most bland, boring, useless frame out there. I think these people are crazy, but I am aware that just because I enjoy a frame and just because a frame is objectively powerful does not mean it is for everybody. A lot of people hate Limbo, right? Conversely, Trinity is by far the best support Warframe in the game by a huge margin. If you want to play support in Warframe, Trinity is an excellent for you to play,
Yeah.
right? I hate playing support in Warframe.
Yeah.
Actually, no, correction. I hate playing support, period.
Yeah.
I am not a good healer. I am not temperamentally suited to it. I am a natural born tank. I am like, give me all of your aggro, your hatred, your suffering. I can't I can't play healer. It just does not work for me.
Yeah.
So I understand that not every frame is for every player. This
Yeah.
is part of the reason why I am trying to point you in the direction of different warframes that have different ability sets so that you can try these different warframes with their different abilities and see what you like, what you don't like, discover which frames are your favorites. There are people out there who really love playing Nyx and think she's a fantastic warframe, and Brosheim and I both look at them and you go, you know she's not good, right? And they're like, we don't care. We
Hmm.
like playing her.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, yeah,
so you just kind of
yeah,
shrug and go with it.
I get that. I get that. Like, on one of my streams, oh, I'm forgetting his name. Um, he was showing me all of, his four frames that he has kind of in stock, and he was kind of going through this little arena showing off, each four frame what it was doing and the like, and
Right.
that was a bit interesting. He mentioned that there was one Warframe that he said that everybody kind of hated, um, but he actually kind of enjoyed because he felt that they didn't really mod him correctly. And he said that it was a hard mod to work with, trying to find the right mods to get him to work. But, he said that he found a decent mod list and got him to where he really enjoys playing them. And that could be the same for everybody, on this list kind of aspect. And you're
Did you say what warframe it was?
Oh, I forget. Um, he went through like 10 easy different Warframes. I
Oh
just
yeah,
I just put up the I just made the video public actually on YouTube. So um, I think it's like Smooth
right.
Moves or something like that. I forget his name, but I basically put his name um, in the
Then
video
I know
title.
which video you're talking about. I don't happen to remember the name, but I know the video. I
Yeah,
remember seeing it show up on my subscription list.
yeah.
Um, but
Uh,
yeah,
so,
not every Warframe is for every player.
yeah. Now,
Um,
now, don't get me wrong.
I personally, on a similar note, I personally find Excalibur to be extremely boring, but I am aware that there are there are people who love that Warframe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware that if you build him well, he is certainly very useful.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, one of the things I'm going to suggest that we should do is go kill the boss a couple of times, get you the parts for Excalibur, and then have you build him because he's an easy frame to pick up. Um, and at the very least, even if you don't like him, he's worth 6,000 mastery.
Yeah.
So,
Now, um, here's the thing. Um, Based off of what you just mentioned, the fact that um, two augments for Rhino basically enhances his abilities all the way through. Okay, and um, that's probably the problem that I'm having. Okay, I'm not seeing the top tier of him. Okay, you're talking about him being super high up kind of thing. I'm still seeing him at a low, you know, unfulfilled kind of Warframe right at this moment in time. So, obviously, I'm having to kind of compare a like a level 5 to a level 180 kind of Warframe comparison kind of thing. you know.
well,
So,
yes and no. I will say that um, so the difference in power level has an effect, but none of the things that I'm talking about putting on Rhino fundamentally change the way you play Rhino. And it could just be that he's not a frame that you are enjoying playing. I mean, it happens. There's, like I said, there are some people who do find him to be a very boring Warframe.
well, here's
I personally fell in love with Rhino as soon as I built him because I put on Iron Skin, and suddenly so many of the things that were causing me problems weren't problems anymore.
yeah.
Because he's
Well,
completely immune to status effects. He has a huge armor,
no,
and
and
he
and
became
and I get that. I was, I'm looking back at like one of the I just did a junction with him just recently, and I was getting my ass handed to me. Okay, but then again,
hmm,
I'm looking at that junction. I'm like going, okay, you know, I I can't seem to get close to these guys. Okay, my level 4 ability I couldn't cast at all because I wasn't getting enough energy to even consider casting it. The junction itself was tearing through my armor like it was Swiss cheese, and um, there was yeah, the most that I was able to do was do the power boost. And even then it was like draining my energy pretty fast. I'm like going, okay, how am I supposed to win against this guy? I was hiding for the majority of, I eventually won the fight, but I was hiding, okay, behind, those pillars that they have on the sides, just to
right.
keep myself from dying. And I was like, going, this is ah, I
Okay.
I
Well,
I couldn't do enough damage to them faster than they were doing more damage to me. and that's what was kind of pissing me off a little bit about it. Now,
Okay.
um,
Um.
you
Okay.
mentioned the
So.
fact that the fourth ability could have probably stunned the guy, moved him up into the air, and I could have like really tore into that person, but my energy um, wasn't moving, wasn't recovering that fast for me to do it on a regular basis, and that's where I'm like,
Right. Well. Okay. Before we continue this discussion, I need to go grab some food from the kitchen that I put in the oven before it gets cold because I set a time. It's
no worries.
set a timer on the oven. So I will be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm getting into the game now, so
Okay.
let's get into this there, folks. Hmm. Seems like I'm a little. Oh, too much backlight. Okay, let's go ahead and go ahead and put in the password here real quick. Hmm. Okay.
Ordis has been getting tired of waiting patiently for your return, operator.
Not that I'm really going to be purchasing any platinum, but okay.
All
Companion
right.
ribbon
I have
mods.
returned.
So apparently there's a new update for this. Well, I mean, I was downloading and all that, but there is details on the login screen. So
Yeah.
I'm
Well.
reading through my
Yeah.
messages now. Okay. Harmony ribbon. Okay. Wear this ribbon to support other Tenno and our allies. Okay.
Yeah. That's part of their campaign.
Okay. Um. But yeah, I can't remember exactly when um, the what episode it was with um, the junction, but yeah, it was kind of like It was giving me a little bit of trouble. I think I had about 3 or 4 deaths in it. Easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have way more trouble with junctions than I ever had.
Yeah.
I
So,
do not understand this.
I don't know.
Let me ask. Have you put a potato in your hack?
A potato in my hat?
A potato in your heck, or rather an orokin catalyst. They're commonly referred to as potatoes because the picture for the in-game item kind of looks like a potato. There's a lot of fruit and food theming going on with items in this game.
Okay. The Orkin Catalyst, no, I haven't gotten one of those yet, so.
You should do that.
No. I have to find one first. Or wait, no. I have to purchase one, right?
Yes. So there are two ways currently to go about it. One is you can purchase them with current Nightwave. It costs 75 Nightwave credits, and both the Heck and the Atomos are most definitely worth it. That said, if it's a choice between that and putting an Orokin reactor in Mesa, buy the Orokin reactor for Mesa. Now, the other option is you can pay 20 platinum to have one installed screen, and it could be worth it to do that, depending on where you are in the Nightwave event.
Okay. Is there anywhere that I can actually kind of try to farm these Orkin reactors, or am I just not there yet?
Not really. Orokin reactors and Orokin catalysts, they used to come from and now with the introduction of the Nightwave system, the Nightwave replaced alerts, so that's how you get these items now, is through the Nightwave or buying them for platinum. Every once in a while after a dev stream, there will be let's see. After a dev stream, there is sometimes an alert for a blueprint for a catalyst or a reactor, or sometimes an alert for each. And I seem to recall that certain quests give you blueprints at the end of the quest. Though if you ask me which ones, I couldn't tell you. But for the most part, the two ways to get an Orokin reactor or an Orokin catalyst is either through the Nightwave, from the credit offerings screen, or by spending the platinum for it. It is also worth pointing out that as you rank up in the Nightwave event, there is an Orokin reactor on the reward path. But let's see here.
Did they increase the platinum for Warframes? I thought they were like 12 per. They're not.
No, it's weapons.
Has it always been 20?
Warframes have always been 20 for one. Weapons are 12 for 2 slots. So that's probably what you were thinking of.
Probably. Okay.
Excuse my chewing.
No worries, man. You're eating. It's quite understandable. Yeah. Okay, Mesa Prime has been purchased.
or
Or
retrieved.
retrieved.
You got a slot for her. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's see. Mesa. Okay, we're going to equip Mesa Prime. There we go. Let's see. I just got an Orkan reactor, so I can go ahead and upgrade it. Install Orkan reactor. Okay. Done.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's see. We want to add probably energy siphon.
You can do that. I actually usually run corrosive projection. For leveling, either is fine. The reason that energy siphon is less than optimal on Mesa is because her fourth ability is a channeled ability, which means as long as it's active, you won't be recovering energy from energy siphon. That said, you have to get to her fourth ability. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to build her up anyway to even get to it, you know, kind of thing, which is what, level 10 or so.
yes.
So, I mean, I guess I can just put on corrosive for now, and once the fourth ability kicks in, then maybe switch over to energy siphon. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there's a couple of good polarity aspects to this. So
Yes. So one of the new features that they put in is that I can do this.
which is, I'm currently in my.
If you should have just gotten an in-game message from me, and if you click on it, it will show you what mods I have in Mesa. Now, obviously, I have a number of mods that you don't.
Right.
Anything, first and foremost, anything that says primed whatever, you can just use the regular version if you have it.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Narrow-minded, or excuse me, quick thinking, you can replace with vitality for the moment. I'm trying to remember what, because I put 3 Forma into Mesa herself, and then a number of Forma into her regulators, which we'll get to momentarily. Do you have Augur Reach?
I believe I do have one at least.
Okay, because you definitely want to put. You can put Stretch on there, although honestly. So
Yeah, Augur Reach, I do.
Duration is actually, now that I think about it, duration is actually, my bad, I forgot. Narrow-minded is actually duration, not range. So, what is the other one? Augur Message, and if you don't have one of those, I can trade you one, because I have like 11.
Well, I need a whole lot of cash in order for that to happen.
Well, fortunately for you, as long as you can pay the inn, one of the Nightwave challenges, one of the big Nightwave challenges, is to do 3 rounds of the index without letting the enemy score a point.
Oof.
It's not as hard as it sounds.
Okay.
And in fact, I plan to bring a Warframe that all but guarantees the enemy isn't going to score a point, and then stand around and be bored.
Okay.
Because somebody has to do it, and it may as well be me.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
because I have most of the Warframes. Um,
Right.
but so okay,
Okay.
so
So,
to explain what each of the so flow and continuity and stretch and streamline you should be familiar with because you have versions of those, right?
um, I have a flawed version of flow. That's about it. But I know
Okay,
about it. Yes.
we need to fix that. But okay, fleeting expertise increases your efficiency, but reduces your duration. Um, quick thinking makes it so that when you run out of health, you start using your energy in place of your health. Um, which, if you have a Warframe that has a large energy pool, is very effective at keeping you from dying.
Hmm.
Um, I'll admit I'm somewhat of two minds about quick thinking. There's several different things that you can put in that slot. You can put quick thinking, you can put vitality, you can put adaptation, which is a mod I know you don't have. Um, uh, but there are several different options. Narrow-minded gives you duration at the cost of range, because you want her abilities to last longer. And then transient fortitude is a strength mod. Um, so,
Well,
like I said, um, you can replace quick thinking with vitality. You can replace narrow-minded with something that increases duration, other than continuity if you have it. If you don't, it's fine. Um, you can replace transient fortitude with intensify, and it'll be fine for where we are. Fleeting expertise, unfortunately, can't be replaced. But if you don't have that in addition to streamline, and I know you don't, you
well,
can.
here's a question for you. Right now, I currently have. Yeah, I'm not using redirection whatsoever. Shield capacity.
Well, okay. So the problem with shields, although Mesa is arguably one of the frames that can get away with using shields. The problem with shields is that there is no sort of damage reduction on shields normally. That's the first problem.
Hmm. Okay.
Which means even on frames that have very high shields, they tend to get burned through very quickly, and that's a problem.
Right.
Um, Now, the reason I would still suggest vitality over redirection. As you get further and further into the game, redirection generally becomes less and less useful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the reason why Mesa is one of the few Warframes that could theoretically get away with using shields is because her third ability gives her damage reduction against any sort of projectile weapon, which, spoiler alert, is about 85% of the weapon, 85% of the damage you're going to take in Warframe.
Right.
The big faction that she is kind of vulnerable against are the Infested, which leads to the other problem with shields, which is that toxin damage completely bypasses shields. It goes directly to your health.
Okay.
Um, and the Infested, you may have noticed, have units that leave toxic clouds around behind them. Or if you have not already run into them, there is a thing called Toxic Ancients, which have an aura that deals toxic damage to everyone around them.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those suckers. Um, and that completely bypasses your shields and goes directly to your health. So I would still prefer, if I were you, I'd still prefer vitality over shields.
Okay.
And in particular, you're on Jupiter, right?
Yeah.
So we are getting to the point where shields are going to start becoming less effective. As I said, there are some Warframes, like Gara. Hildren is specifically designed to be a shield-based Warframe, but you're not going to be getting Hildren anytime soon. Hell, I don't even have Hildren yet. She is unfortunately locked behind a considerable reputation grind.
Mm.
But
Okay, let's see. I can only put a 4 on this one. I'm looking into upgrading the Atmos right at the moment.
The Atomos, an excellent weapon.
Yeah. There it is, 20% damage. There we go. Only 34 points of damage.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
But I only have like 0 ranks in it, so it's not surprising. Okay. Alright, so this is my loadout right at the moment. What's up?
Now, I know you're not going to have all of these. And again, anything that says primed on it, if you don't have the primed version, then just replace them with the regular version.
I'm seeing reductions in were you able to include other slots for polarity reduction here on the Atmos?
I was gonna say I'm 5 Forma into this weapon, and I have considered, though probably not, but I'm probably not going to, but I have considered putting a 6th in here.
Okay. Well, technically, you could. Well, I mean, obviously, you'll probably need the money and the and everything to bump up. Well, actually, do you actually want to bump up the primed pistol gambit and the primed target cracker by 2 more ranks?
I'll eventually get there, and at this point, I can theoretically bump one of them, because I've been, in terms of the in-game credits, I've got 102 million. And the big stumbling block is that primed mods require what is it, 40 or 50,000 endo to max out. I mean, it's a lot.
Right.
I forget what the exact number is, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. In particular, a buddy of mine, Zandy Pants, mentioned that going from rank 8 in one of these mods to rank 10 in one of these mods, just that jump right there, costs you as much endo as the previous 8 ranks cost you.
Right.
For a benefit that is, I won't say insignificant, but probably not in proportion to how much resources you are spending.
Right.
There is one primed mod that I have at a 10, and you've already seen it. It's primed continuity, And that's because primed continuity goes on pretty much every Warframe. There's like 2 Warframes in the entire game that don't want primed continuity. So it was worth it to do that. I've kind of been biding my time and building up my resources on the other one because, well, to be perfectly honest, even at the level I'm playing at, I don't really run into that many things that can survive the level of damage I'm bringing. So do I really need that much more crit chance and crit damage?
Yeah. Maybe. You never know.
Well, I mean, if the things are already dying in like 1 or 2 shots anyway. Although with the Atomos, it's a little hard to tell because it's actually a beam weapon. You hold down the button and it shoots. It is a pocket flamethrower. It shoots out a beam of flame that once you hit the first target, chains to, I think it's up to 5 additional targets. Maybe it's 3, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And does damage to each of them. Really, really good for clearing large groups of trash enemies.
Right.
Which you may have noticed we fight a lot of.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm. I brought up the. I'm in the Foundry right at the moment, and I'm looking at, Warframes that I can make right at the moment.
Yes.
If you don't already know, I got myself the Hydroid Prime because I was laughing pretty hard with its 4th ability, and I was like going, okay, this could be funny and fun at the same time. So I figured I'd pick it up.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, tentacles, man. You gotta stay away from them in anime.
Yeah. I enjoy Hydroid, and Hydroid Prime I think is a very amusing frame. Because he is straight up said he totally looks like the octopus captain from the
Pirates of the
Pirates of
Caribbean.
the Caribbean movies, the 2nd and 3rd movies.
Yeah.
That's not an accident. They totally did that on purpose.
The I really did kind of appreciate that particular frame because we went into the void, and I've been playing a lot of their defense missions to try to get some of the neural sensors and the like from it, and the crystals. I forget exactly which.
Argon
The
crystals, yeah.
argon crystals. And this guy comes in with the Hydroid Prime, stands on top of the, the place of defense, and he just kept on spamming 4, pretty much. And
You can do that.
the entire time I'm like going, okay, and he was pretty much trashing everything in sight. I think by the time we left, he had like over 300 kills easy, and the rest of us were like maybe 50. So he was putting in the work, and that was impressive to me. So,
Yeah.
not to say that I can get to that status right now, but it's something that I can kind of aim for later. So,
You'd be surprised. So couple of things.
what's up?
So if you're going to be hunting argon crystals, the best place to hunt argon crystals is actually the first capture mission, because you kill the captured target, and then you have the rest, and then you have until the automatic end of the mission, which I think is a half an hour, to run around the map looking for argon crystals. This ties in nicely to the fact that Limbo is excellent at capture missions because he can jump into the rift to be invulnerable, run to the capture target, jump out of the rift, pop the capture target with, say, the heck,
Mm-hmm.
pop back into the rift, making him invulnerable again, and then capture the target from inside the rift.
Right.
And he is also the best box opener in the entire game.
Right.
Obviously, I'm going to suggest. So regular Limbo comes from a quest, and it's not a particularly difficult quest, and you'll probably be picking it up shortly. I think you pick it up around Saturn. Excuse me. But Limbo Prime is usually pretty cheap because Limbo's not a popular Warframe, and I would say I don't know why, but I actually know exactly why Limbo's not a popular Warframe. And the explanation is actually really simple because I can draw a comparison.
What's
So,
the mission? What's the quest? The Limbo Theorem, or
yes.
that's Jupiter, Europa Junction,
Oh, okay. Oh,
or at least
um,
that's what this is saying to me right now. The Limbo Theorem.
it's been forever since I've done it.
That's
So,
okay. No worries.
um, but yeah. So Mesa is a good general Warframe. Her second ability buffs weapon damage. Her third ability makes her take less damage from 85% of the damage done in this game.
Mm.
And her fourth ability causes her to pull out a pair of
Who have we got on the line?
essentially
I don't have a line.
magic pistols that she uses to teleport bullets into enemies at relativistic speed. As you might imagine from the sound of that, it's really not hard to kill people with her fourth ability. Right? So as long as you put the normal mods on Mesa that you put on a lot of Warframes, a little bit of power strength, a little bit of duration, some survivability mods, and you put mods in her pistols because they're modded separately like any pistol is. So Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, all of these things, right? You will be able to run around in missions and survive, do additional damage, kill a lot of things, right? Very straightforward.
Okay.
Limbo is a crowd control warfare and dimensional shenanigans, and if you use him right, he can make your team impossible to be killed, and he can make it so that the enemy literally can't do anything, right? If you use him wrong, he can make it so that your team literally can't do anything and the enemy can't be killed.
Yeah. Yeah, I've pretty much done that one, or I've had that happen before. Well, not completely, but I've had missions where it's like
Yeah.
I got stuck in there, and I'm like going, I can't defend. Why are you even putting this out there? So,
Well, because so, for example, on a defense mission, if the enemies have a tendency to stop, and in particular, so Warframe powers transcend the Rift, right? So there's a reason why I picked Mesa and Limbo for our comparison, not least because you just picked up your Mesa. But let's say you're playing Mesa. We're doing a defense mission, right?
mhm.
I'm playing Limbo. I drop my bubble over my Cataclysm over the defense target, right?
Right,
So now everything outside of the bubble can't hurt us, right?
right,
Normal weapons can't hurt anything outside of the bubble. Mesa, you remember those pistols I said that Mesa has with her fourth ability?
Mm-hmm.
They're not normal. She teleports the bullets into the enemy at relativistic speeds, which means she can stand in the bubble, activate her fourth ability, and shoot everything in sight, and be completely invulnerable whilst doing it.
Okay.
Because Limbo is in complete control of everything inside the bubble.
Well, let's
Enemies run into the bubble, and suddenly they're stuck, whilst Mesa guns them down mercilessly.
let's get started on some of these things here because I'd like to kind of try to finish these
Okay.
off here. And now, um, you mentioned, you know, I like the fact that I can purchase the organ reactors from the Nightwave.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying that I should have an organ reactor in Heck. Um, Now I've already put one um, into Mesa, so that's all well and done. I don't have enough for another organ reactor right at this moment in time, so I'm gonna have to work on getting some more creds. Um,
Right.
I don't know exactly how creds are earned per se, because it doesn't really show
Um,
you.
well, so the answer to that. Put that back on. Okay. So if you look at the Nightwave,
Right,
up at the top there is reward tiers, and the first tier was 150 emissary cred, right?
right,
And then second tier is the symbol, is the sigil. Third is 2 robotic slots, and so on and so forth.
right,
So at rank 6, you get another 50 emissary creds, and then rank 12 and 16, and so on and so forth, up to the last reward is at tier 24. Now, if you look down below that, there's all of the different challenges. So,
right.
the current set of challenges should be um, kill 150 enemies with heat damage. Oh, hey, look, you just got yourself an Atomos, which does primarily heat damage.
Well,
Um,
here's a question on that. Um, if you put in heat and electricity into your weapon, that creates what, radiation? Does
yes.
does that still apply?
No, because then that's radiation damage.
Okay. So
Okay?
you have
So,
to be very specific to each. Okay, gotcha.
well,
Or you
as it
Coming up
happens,
next.
so you can't do that with the Atomos. What you can do is once you unlock Mesa's fourth ability, you can mod her pistols, which have infinite ammo and do jaw-dropping amounts of damage. You can mod those for any damage type you want. So if you need electricity damage, you mod them for electricity damage. Speaking of which, I should do. Um, yes, and every 10,000 emissary, every 10,000 Nightwave points you get a new rank in Nightwave. Now excuse me, I'm approximately halfway through rank 27, so I'm going to do I'm going to do some of these, and I'm probably finish the Nightwave track this week and then not be worried about it anymore.
okay.
Since you have only the vaguest notion what anything is, I'm guessing you're probably at what, rank 4?
For Nightwave,
Yeah.
I finished off 3. I haven't even gotten to 4 yet.
Welcome.
Okay.
But
Um.
I'm 2,100 away from rank 4, so not that far.
Okay.
Um, Now, I can do the electricity and heat. That's not too bad. Although I only have an hour and 45 minutes for the heat one, so
Well,
um,
then we should get at that.
yeah. Um, Rare fish and plains of Avalon. Don't know exactly how to really go about doing that. Um,
That's well, that one we're going to be able to do release. It. I have plenty of bait, and you will get some fish that will allow you to, probably given your master rank, set you up for your um, set you up for your Cetus rep for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, easy.
Okay.
And then
There's the K-Drive races. I haven't seen those at all yet.
yeah, those are in Orvalis. I don't like K Drive.
Yeah.
But
I haven't
okay,
seen it yet, so I don't really know. Mobile defense missions,
easy.
syndicate missions,
A little bit more. That's probably going to stretch over a couple of days, but not that difficult.
and Orkan Derelict's vaults.
Yes, that's actually going to be really easy because I have a plan for that. But we need to level up your Mesa first.
Okay.
And then Day Trader and Hold Your Breath.
Yeah, Hold My Breath is out, is locked. I can't do that one.
That doesn't surprise me. You haven't done the thing that you need to do for Kuva. To answer a question you asked on your last Warframe stream, yes, you unlock Lua by doing the story. So no, I'm not surprised you don't have Lua because Lua is not available to you. You will eventually get it from the story.
Gotcha. Okay.
You're gonna do Necros.
Okay.
So that I can help you get some resources.
Shall we focus on like mobile defense first? Get those out of the way, and that way I can use my Atmos to destroy any enemies coming in?
Sure.
Okay.
Do we want to do it on... Actually, you know what? We can do it on friends only, just the two of us, and because it shouldn't be that hard. Let me double check. Do I need to...
Okay. Let's...
Oh, I could do that.
So, I have Mercury, Venus, and I think Phobos as possible spots for deploying extractors. What do you recommend out of those three for my 2 extractors? Well, I need plastids, so I'm gonna do distilling on that one.
I was to say, out of those, Phobos is definitely
The top
definitely the first one I would do.
Is there a way for me to kind of tell my extractor focus on this one? Or focus on this particular resource?
Nope.
Or okay, it's random then.
You get whatever you get.
Okay. Then my crappy one, Mercury or Venus, or does it really matter?
I would say Mercury.
Alright.
Okay.
I haven't cleared all the Earth ones. I still got 4 more nodes there in order to open up Earth. And
so
Mars has
we
a
can go
few.
do some of that. But as far as the mobile defense goes, okay, what all do you have in your Atomos?
I only put the weapon mod in there, or the weapon damage, and that's all I could do on it.
Could fit?
Yep. I only have 5 points of capacity in there, so.
Okay. Okay.
So Hornet Strike rank 0 was the only thing that I could put in there. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go to do an infestation mobile defense on Mercury. Now, here's the thing to keep in mind about these about these night waves. If it says do missions of a particular type, you do the easiest one you can.
Okay.
The reason I'm picking mobile defense infestation, even though it's not strictly speaking the easiest one, is because even more so than the other factions, infestation loves to come at you in hordes that are easily killed by, say, the Atamos.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to rack up huge amounts of sorry, give me 1 second here. You should be able to rack up huge amounts of
kills that way. Okay.
Easily getting your night wave done, and hopefully getting lots of levels into your Atamos relatively quickly.
And you're saying it's on Mercury? I'm not seeing it on Mercury.
Yeah, I'm going to. So you just need to confirm that we're going to go there.
This is saying that it's a rescue, not a defense or mobile defense. Alright. Whatever.
That's weird. Mine says mobile defense.
I'm seeing rescue syndicate.
Oh, that's why. You have a syndicate mission there.
Ah.
The normal mission mode is mobile defense.
Gotcha.
To the office tomorrow, but it's a minor thing. So, Tom grabbed the data mask.
There we go.
You can hold it down. You don't tap it. You hold it.
Okay.
It's a beam weapon. It's a held. So
Right.
we're going this way.
Yep.
This will only get more difficult.
Whee.
Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy
Where is it going?
resistance.
There it is.
I'm trying to let you get all the kills because you need it more than I do. I already.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just kind of ignoring them right at the moment. Just to kind of
Well, that's
get...
fair.
Just to try to get to,
I am pleased to see that you're, at least in general, running. Or at least it looks like.
well, trying to anyway. Oh, I missed all of them. Oh well.
It's okay.
Location reached.
Oh,
Drop
of
me
course.
in and defend our position.
It happens.
There he goes.
I'm
No,
in to
no,
know.
no.
This
That one.
will take a moment.
Rank up.
It's a very forgiving weapon.
Yep.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
So far, 50 enemies dead. Nice.
And then once you've got all of yours, also you should be getting, you know, we just need 8 of any mod.
Yep.
You know, more enemies killed means more.
We are finished here. Move on. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno.
Yes, if this
This
looks
will
eerily
take a
familiar,
moment.
it's because it's exactly the same thing we were just doing.
Yeah.
It's on the other side.
It's quite alright.
Just say, these guys are irritating me. Could you please burn them to death?
Are you having some problems? Why?
No, I said they were irritating me. If I really... Okay.
No, I know that. I know that.
Your weapon's bigger electricity-based cousins, so that when you are done with your 150 kills, I can get my 150 kills? So if I wanted to, you know...
Oh yeah, I know.
But that would be unfair.
All data logs indicate that there is an Arokan artifact somewhere there. Get to it now, defend it, and then leave.
Okay.
Now, admittedly, this is not actually the fastest mobile defense, but, you know, it's... Other panel. You need to go to the other panel.
Oh,
Because this is basically a friendship door, except not.
gotcha.
Artifact found. Defend it until the extraction
But
team
it gives us
arrives.
ample opportunity to fulfill multiple goals simultaneously. So. You should come
I'm
get
in,
those.
Tenno.
Okay, good.
This will take a moment.
Hi guys. Let's see. 120 guys dead. Of course, it doesn't help that my little droid is also
Still working on it.
snipering these guys too. It's like, my little droid, stop.
Well, you know, you can take off the... If it's the droid's weapon, you can take...
In mid-combat?
No, you would have to go change that into...
Yeah,
between missions.
that's my point though. It's like, okay, well, you know, here it is, you know, in mid-mission, and it's like, well, you know, I can't really do much about it right now, so. Boy, these guys are a little tougher to kind of kill right at the moment. Okay, there it goes.
From little things, big things grow, dreamers.
150?
I believe
Yep.
in you all.
So,
Sweet.
feel free to do your.
Try Havoc and let's slip the dogs of electricity or what have you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, my weapon is also kind of set up for electricity as well. So why don't we just have some fun here?
Well,
Oh.
we're going to be doing this at least twice more, so...
That's true.
Did you scan that?
What's
No,
that?
I must have scanned that. Ah, Helios, I
Wait,
love you.
went the wrong way.
Okay, when you come out
wait.
of the hallway towards the exit,
Oh, there it is.
don't just jump over here. Immediately turn to your right, because you should see, and you can scan that.
Uh-huh. Oh. No. Did that actually work? No, I didn't. Okay, I was being bugged by that.
Molested.
Yeah, it was, I guess, interrupting my scan.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, so jump over here and we'll...
Okay.
Another job well executed.
Oh yeah, I need to change that. Okay.
Regulators Prime. Those are her guns, I take it?
Yes. Those are her pistols.
Okay,
Once you get back,
how do I actually access them?
until you get to
Because
rank 3, or until you get to rank 10, I mean, and have access to it. I need to change something real quick.
okay. A little bit of lag on my end here. There we go.
Yes. Okay.
Now, one of the other things that's kind of holding me back a little bit is
Advancement imminent. I require more data.
Forma. They seem
Yes.
really difficult to acquire.
Platinum. Pretty much the only way. And I know, you're gonna be like, but no. Trust me, it's not that hard to earn platinum. It really isn't. We're gonna do some things that are gonna earn you some platinum.
Okay.
Also, they are relatively inexpensive if you buy the 3-pack.
Okay.
So if you go to the market and you type in Forma.
Okay, so that's really the only way to get Forma?
I wouldn't say it's the only way, but it is by far the most efficient.
Okay.
And one of the things I do suggest new players do is that they go. Interesting. Is that if they once they start earning some platinum, or buy some platinum from DE, or gifted some platinum by say a friend or a community giveaway, is purchase some Forma to set aside for syndicates, because all of them at a certain point in the progression want Forma.
Yeah, and that's what I'm facing right at this moment in time. I've been able to get the Suda up to the possible rank 2, but I need Forma in order to rank it up. So, and I just purchased some, but I also need 50,000 credits too, so it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah. So, okay. Have you done the quest? The oddly appropriately titled quest.
The what?
The New Strange.
No, I have not. It hasn't unlocked for me yet.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Okay, I'm gonna let you take care of all these guys for your electricity damage here, and I'll just run ahead.
Because if you have not already, the New Strange will introduce you to, if you have not met him already, the New Strange will introduce you to Cephalon Samar.
Get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
Okay, where do I need to go on here?
That's interesting. I'm betting. Let's see here. It's up here.
Yeah, I thought so.
The entrance. I put the waypoint.
I know it's. I've had to kind of deal with this before. Matter of fact, I remember this particular mission once before. I actually went in here because I was like going, okay, how do I actually get into the pipe? Because I was like looking over here going, okay, this is where I thought the entrance should be. It's like right here. But there's no real indication saying, hey, you know, you have to, you know, I was like, where the heck is it? You know, where's the pipe? Where's the,
I gotta admit, you don't see that. You don't actually. You do see that map, that section of the map, a fair amount, but not usually from that side. You're usually coming out that side, not coming in that side.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm looking at it, I'm like going, okay, how do I get in here? And I was kind of pissed off about it because one of the other the I was I had there was a teammate that kind of came in. I'm like going, oh, okay, you know, and he found the vent, but he didn't come back and show me where it was. I couldn't find it for the life of me until he had already left. He got tired of waiting for me, and he just basically left the mission. You know, and I'm like, okay, well, thank you for that. You know, thanks for helping me out. Oh wait, oop, I went the wrong way. Nope, 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 into the lava. I didn't see the path over here. Oh, god damn it. Damn monster got him away. So yeah, I was like going, okay, you're being really annoying right at the moment. Okay, have fun.
Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in
Crazy.
now.
You wanted to kill these with electricity, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, let me know when you're done because I have to do that as well.
Yes. But the heat was a far higher priority because you had a very short countdown. Fortunately, this being a horde shooter, 150 in a mission is easy.
Yeah.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I mean, I'm at 90. $100. And I just picked up 8 mods, so hopefully you've done the same and you got 1,000 just for picking up.
And there's the 8 mods.
We are finished
120.
Here. Move on.
Alright.
Here, I'll
You got it?
grab this real quick. Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was coming back for it actually.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
Okay. Let me know when you're done with electricity. I'll switch over to mine.
Okay. Come on, guys. Well, I'm at 130, so, you know, it shouldn't take too much longer.
Yeah.
They'd actually show up.
Whoa. Oh, that's right. My hack decided to explode. I don't know what the heck that does. Why that does.
When you earn a certain, it's when you earn a certain amount of experience. Doing blast damage in a radius around you also does, also heals you for a certain amount. Okay, I'm done with my electricity.
Okay.
Damage.
I'm seeing a little indicator here, as though there's a little
There was an Iatan star up here.
Yeah. Ah, there it is. Okay. I was wondering where the heck it was. I was like going. I was trying to go in like different locations just to see if I can find it. I'm like going, okay, where is it?
Artifact found.
There we go.
Defend it until the extraction team arrives. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Yeah, you'll find once you get Mace up to rank 10 that she levels up very quickly.
Still working on it.
The only problem with the putting the electricity on the hack is the fact that it only has 4 bullets and can't really kill
I know. You may
that
be better
quickly.
served waiting until you get to... Oh, okay. There's
Oh.
another Iatan, and it is in
The
a
odds were
similar
against us,
room
Tenno,
to the last
but
one,
we did
so
it.
up here.
Mission complete.
Alright,
Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infested incoming.
there it is.
Because once you have Mesa's regulators, you can use them to do damage, and of a given type and...
Oh, wait, wrong way.
Yep.
Oh, missed. Get up there. Yep. Down this way, okay. Oh, come on. Get in there. Alright, anything else in here? No? Alright.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, I'll text you.
How's Michael doing?
He's doing okay.
How's the rest of the family?
Doing okay, enjoying the day off. We got two cyan stars out of that. That was not bad at all.
Yeah.
Let's see, what... Okay. So your Mesa is at rank 5. Is there a particular reason you're using Doriga?
No, no particular reason, just, it was like the next companion that I could kind of put on.
Okay. Because you might want to go back to Artax, because although it's not super useful, he does still have the shield thing. The protocol that hits an enemy and buffs your shield. And that can be some increase in survivability.
I'm assuming Artax is in Taxon?
I'm sorry, yes, Taxon.
Okay. I have no idea
My
what
favorite
I have no idea what Artax is.
Artax is the gun that comes
Okay.
with Tax.
Gotcha.
My favorite Sentinel is actually Helios. But before we do that, you need to get in good with Samaras.
Guardian, huh? Interesting. Okay. I like the mods that actually don't cost anything. Okay, let's see. Wow, I have a lot of calculated redirection right at the moment. Alright, let's see. Can put on 2 more mods. That's decent. Let's see, armor,
Okay, do I still have...
shield recharge, or shield capacity.
Capacity. Recharge rate is usually fine without addition.
Alright. Okay, let me go ahead and remove the weapon off of it. Just so we can... I don't have to kind of deal with the, you know, it kind of... it killing the enemies before I want to.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network.
Oh,
Be
it's
prepared
the other
for
way.
heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Ah, that is okay.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
Why are you walking? You should be running.
I'm also killing a lot of things. Electricity, remember?
I'm in, Tenno.
Yes.
This will take a moment.
Well, I can't really shoot things when I'm leaping through them. Or at least not very easily.
No. So, this is walking, this is running, this is sliding. Very different things.
Oh, right.
You should at least be running.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Still working on it. Continue to defend. We are finished here.
It's like, okay, I didn't really want to kill everything with fire there. I want to actually kill it with electricity.
Yes, well, if you haven't gotten everything, all of your lucky kills, by the time you reach rank 10 with Mesa,
Whoops.
Mesa will help you.
Wrong way.
Heavy infestation ahead.
Oh,
So
where the
probably the easy way,
where the heck
easiest way
did I
for
go?
you is over here. Come jump up on this
Whoop.
wire. No. Up onto the wire.
Okay.
Yes, there we go.
I hate
And
the
down over here.
I hate the fact that I actually have to hit X, you know, trying to get through it all.
There's
So
a reason why I moved it to a button on my mouse that's very easy to get to,
yeah.
as opposed to the X key, which is a little...
Out of the way.
This will take a moment.
Yeah. love the ragdoll in this game sometimes. It's so funny.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh, I am a gut.
What's that?
We've been doing this whole mission, and I done forgot to turn on my desecrate. That was just bad. I'm a bad necros. I'm a bad necros. I did not do the thing I needed to do. I'm sorry.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Oh, so this is a more standard mobile defense.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Oh. Tripped. You know, as much as I do enjoy the nuke of that little ability there, sometimes it's, you know, when you're trying to actually do this whole, you know, destroy enemies with electricity, it's, makes things a little harder.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so we're all done here. I don't think I've gotten the 150 that I need, but we can always get that later. Missed it.
Words
Another
coming
job
in
well
of so many
executed.
of you being your best selves. Nora is just
Oberon
beside
chassis
herself
blueprint.
admiration.
Yep.
Let's see, where is Oberon on this chart? Oh, he didn't give a ranking for it. Okay.
And I just hit 28. So,
Congrats. You want to go do the master rank test then?
do the what?
You said you hit. Oh, okay. It's 28 as in the.
Oh, no.
Um.
No, not Master Rank 28. First of all, you can't hit Master Rank 28
Yeah,
yet.
I remember.
Secondly, my next Master Rank will be 23.
Right. And most likely Warframe 28 then.
Well, no, I hit Nightwave Rank 28.
Ah, I gotcha.
So I've got approximately 20,000 more rep to earn, and then I'm
With the
done with
impossible
this
behind
Nightwave, and
you,
I'm gonna get.
all that remains is what is necessary.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna get it all from this week's stuff, and probably end up with a little extra.
Nice.
So, okay, so let's go. Okay, so you're gonna switch to Volt. We're both gonna switch to Volt.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because we're gonna go do the PoE farm. Plains Vital.
Okay. For the fishing?
Yes.
Okay. And also get the electricity damage? No.
It's possible, but I doubt it. Don't stress about that too much.
That's all from me.
Okay, why would I switch over to Volt here?
Because he's the best. He is the best fisher for Plains Vital. Because he can use any spear to catch any fish. Passive gives him... Let's see here.
Okay, well, let me switch over. Let me switch equipment around here. I haven't upgraded everything yet for this, so... Okay, don't really need a weapon on you right at the moment, so... Okay... You're all set on your equipment there. Alright. Okay, looks like I'm good to go.
Okay.
For the most part, anyway. Let's see. I think I only still... Yeah.
You know what? It's fine. Okay, we're going to go to the Plains of Idle.
Okay, sounds good. Are we going to the ocean, or are we going to the lake?
Yeah, we're going to go out.
You went robot that.
We're just going to...
You went robot on me. I wasn't hearing you for the lake or ocean. So I'll just follow you.
Oh, okay. Well.
Wait. There it is. Yeah, lag. Oof. So, ocean it is, huh? Okay.
Every time I use Volt's speed boost, you from the Flash TV series to play.
Oh. Running into all sorts of things. Yeah.
There's a reason why I brought a sniper rifle. Okay.
So... I'm right. There we go. There we go.
Bait in the water. You got your fishing spear. Good. Okay. I'm gonna throw some bait in the water, and I'm going to throw.
Oh. Now, is there a difference in the, you know, can I see what the epic fish look like, or is it just kind of a rare chance?
You'll be able to tell by the shape. There are going to be some fish that are kind of, God, how do I describe what they look like? Wow, you're seeing fish, and I'm not. Okay. The fish that we're looking for are called merc. Okay, and they have a kind of long.
Mercray? You said?
Yes, mercray.
Okay.
Okay, because there's three kinds of fish that we're going to see right at the moment. There are trolloc, which are kind of
ran away from me.
bullet-shaped. Okay. There are Gupala, which I guess you could say kind of look like an eel, and the Mercray kind of look like, well, they kind of look like a ray. They get 6 fins, 3 on each side, and a long tail, a big head.
Now, are we seeing different fish at the same time? Like,
You're seeing different fish than I am.
okay.
The
Okay.
Mercray are the rare fish.
Okay. My aim is off.
They're also at, in my opinion, the perfect sweet spot as far as ranking up goes, because they're relatively easy to acquire the bait for, whilst still being worth a lot of rep.
I swear, it looks like I'm on the mark on some of these, and it's always like, oh no, you're off by a centimeter. It's like,
Yeah, well, if you are
okay.
if you are overhanding, you need to aim a little bit low. If you are underhanding, you need to aim a little bit high.
Might as well clear out these other fish. Yeah, come on. It's like right on the... It needs to be like right on the dot, apparently. Otherwise,
Yeah, well, I just caught my 6th Mercray, but...
I'm not seeing a whole lot of them.
Okay. Come this way. We're gonna go up here.
I got 2. Up there? Okay.
Well, first we're gonna go up here, and then we're gonna go over to this rock over here. And yes, you can aim glide with the spear out, because it counts as a weapon.
Right.
And then I'm going to throw another Mercray bait, and another Luminous dye. Chunky boy, come here. Yes!
Missed him again.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Hello. Nope, you guys aren't working. Saw some large fish there, but not Mercrays. Here's one, but... There we go. That's 3. See, I'm getting these Trollocs here. And they're super large, but...
Well, you know, that's not a bad thing. They're worth... They're not worth a lot of rep, but they're worth a good chunk of points. Or, not points, parts. Because we can disassemble them.
Yeah. Might as well collect the fish that I can see right at the moment, because I'm not seeing any Murlocs right at the... or...
Mercray.
Mercrays.
They're not Murlocs. They don't make that absurd noise.
You sure? You'd be like, I'm going to uninstall if they ever consider doing that.
They are not Blizzard. They're not doing that. Huh. Well, there's part of the reason why we're not seeing as many Mercrays. It looks like the hotspot ran out, and you'll still see the occasional Mercray when if you're using the bait when the hotspot ran out, but
Okay.
they're much better. They work much better with a hotspot.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, you cannot fish from either an Arcwing or a K-Drive, and if you could, both of them would be so much more useful.
Yeah. Might as well catch the fish that I can see anyway. You having fun over there?
Little bit.
You looking for another hotspot?
Actually, I found one, but
Okay. Not a great place for me to be at or something, or shall I head on over there?
well, that's the hot spot.
Oh, okay. Then I'll head on over there. Oh, go away. Now I'm pushing G so I'm like, let's go. You know, trying to. Okay. No. 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 Aha, there we go.
I'm gonna go take care of some problems.
No problem.
Not once I'm done.
Well, thank you for helping. I'm getting shot a lot. Ah, God damn it. Go away. Oh, wow. Okay, these guys are killing me.
I got him.
Thank you.
Because they're a real problem for you.
Well, I mean, my energy wasn't refilling fast enough to take the damage, so. Okay, that's 5. And... Nope, missed him. Let's see. Ah, damn it, come on. I think I'm still getting sniper shots from my right. I think you're heading in that general direction. I keep on missing that damn Mercury.
I hear gunfire, but I don't see anybody.
There is a boulder to right in front of you.
Oh,
It's
there
right
we go.
behind them. There we go.
That should be everybody, I think.
Got my 6.
Things seem tough. Nora knows, but believe. Though it's going out of style, there are people working to make this system
Okay,
a better
so,
place.
oh. Okay, so my board can't go over there. Okay.
Did you get all of your mercury?
Yep,
Okay.
good to go.
Then we're going back to Cetus.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Show off. It's like, this player is waiting for you. Yeah, I still got a couple 200 meters left to go. Blah, blah, blah. Stop showing off. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, now we're waiting to load in.
Yeah, I know.
You should go see Fisher High Look and the
Slice all
Mercury
the...
that you got so that you can get.
Slice them all together.
Well, no, don't cut them open. Turn them in for rep. I believe the term is. Fast travel, Fisher High Look. Provide fish.
Hello! It is my aim
Provide
to restore
fish?
you fully. If you have any fish to spare, I will see they reach the tables
fair
of
sum
our
of rep.
poor and infirm.
Yeah, they are. 1,000 rep per for the larges, 625 for mediums, and 500 for smalls. Now, is it worth
Yep.
it? Now, is it worth it for the other fish? Because I'm only like seeing 200s and...
No,
You
those
know.
you want to cut up for parts. But the Mercury are they're a 9. Now remember, you have a daily cap of
6,000.
6,000.
Yeah.
So
Now
don't go over
this is
that.
something
But
special, a rare catch.
anything that would put you over, just wait and just save it.
Okay.
Now
Okay, well,
this is something special, a rare catch.
the amount that didn't go over, so I only got 4,000 out of it. So there we go.
People
One
acknowledge
second.
your generosity. I
I just
find
got a
use for
notification
every part of the
that
beast.
somebody's trying to sign into one of my IDs. Somebody else in the house, but I'm going to go double check before I approve. So
This one will
need to
feed
go
the
AFK for
whole
a second.
family.
No worries.
Also,
and the cousins
whilst we're here in
too.
Cetus, we should have a quick discussion about Zaws. But
Just
I'll
a
be
wee
right back.
one, nothing to fear.
So,
No problem. I'm just gonna cut open all these fish.
Look at that. That was expertly done.
You'll see and our seat. How succulent would this be in your hands?
I give you coordinates. You go in. Offworlder, I'm hiring combat talent. Let's talk rates.
Old man Sumbat in Cetus, huh? Not that I can actually increase my ranking at all right at the moment, but let's see.
So you want to get rich, huh? Mining tools, or refinement. Other stuff.
Okay. Universal Medallion. Don't have any of those. Wonder if it's really any worth it to even turn some of these other gems in right at the moment. Is special? platinum for that, but blueprints. Do I actually have this blueprint yet? I don't think so.
The life of a prospector is no easy one, kid. You want to make it in the mining game, you need the tools. And the best mining tools are right here. Sold by Old Man Sumbar.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
And it was indeed.
Okay. No worries.
So, all is good. My security has not been compromised.
That's good. Now, I'm not at the next rank for Cetus yet. I haven't really been grinding the rep on it that much.
Okay.
But I noticed that one of the requirements for the next next set or the next rank requires Azurite or
Yes.
tier Azurite.
Yes.
Now, I can see that I could purchase directly for platinum, but I'm like, I'll hold off on that. But there's a blueprint, tier Azurite ×10 blueprint.
Yes. Well, okay. First thing you need to double check is, does the upgrade require the raw gem, which will just say Azurite, or does it require the processed that gem, which will say tier Azurite? Because if I remember correctly, what they want is the raw material, which you can mine from out on the plains without ever having to buy anything.
Crafting requirements is 1,000 credits and the unrefined Azurite.
Yes, what I'm saying is, go talk to Kanzu, double check what it is he wants for the upgrade to the next rank.
Oh, that's tier.
He does specifically want tier Azurite?
Yep.
Okay. Because like I said, I would always double check that. But yeah, as I recall, I had to, because I'm at maximum rank with them. I'm at kin, which is the highest rank.
Right.
What rank are you?
I'm off-worlder.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so the actual mining isn't that difficult, especially since you have the drill from Fortuna, which is the best drill in the game.
Right.
The problem that you are running into, and if there is a problem with Warframe, I'm not saying that if there is a problem with Warframe, it is not the systems that do not well explain themselves. I will admit that it's a little bit of a thing, but there's a very friendly and helpful community for that.
Yeah.
It's not post-migration, the bane of my freaking existence. It is the fact that the people who most need resources, new players, have the hardest time acquiring them.
Okay.
And the people who least need resources, very experienced players, have the easiest time acquiring. Because I can go anywhere on the star chart, I can acquire pretty much any resource. The only one I have any real trouble finding is Tellurium.
Okay.
And whereas you are severely restricted, and I remember not that long. I remember being at the point where I was constantly going into my inventory and selling and selling blueprint, the miscellaneous blueprints that I picked up that I didn't need.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly doing missions just to try and get some credits together.
Mm-hmm.
Desperately paying attention to where you get certain resources from in order to put them together to actually get, in order to actually build items.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what that was like. On Saturday, I decided I was going to go grind for the new Warframe that they just dropped, Gauss,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's Gauss. I don't care how Space Mom pronounces it. It's Gauss. Okay? Unless somebody who speaks German wants to correct me, because the name comes from German physicist whose work led to the creation of the term for units of magnetism. Anyway, moving along. Alright? I recruited a group of semi-random chat. Bing, bang, boom. All told, I managed to get all of the parts that I needed and the one argon crystal I didn't have in about two and a half hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I was done.
Right.
Okay? I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate being at that level of the game, that I have that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I also remember what it was like being like this, and I gotta get this, and I gotta get this, and just how overwhelming it can seem.
Hmm.
This is part of the thing that I'm trying, and I feel like I'm not doing a great job with it, where I'm trying to help you prioritize what you do need to worry about and what you don't need to worry about. Because there are some things that are more immediately useful than others.
Okay.
The very reason why we want Cetus rep at this point, and I phrase it that way very specifically, is we want to get you to the point where you can have enough Cetus rep to guild a Zaw. Because Zaws have no mastery requirement and are almost universally the best weapon in whatever classification you choose to put together.
Okay.
So they are extremely good weapon.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. The the problem with that is that you know, forging a Zaw, you know, browsing the wares. I'm assuming that I need to get up to. You're saying, you know, get up to the kin rank as quickly as possible?
No. You need to be a high enough rank to guild a Zaw, which, if I remember correctly, requires you to be rank 3.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. What the
Okay.
guild
rank? So let me explain. So
guild.
So fast travel, yes, it's under other services. Okay, so first, you go over to, you look at Forge a Zaw, right?
Return to me once their worth is known. Only then will Hawk deal.
And it'll show you 3 different: strike, grip, and link, right?
I'm sorry. Oh, the forging is all? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. I have an archetype that I like to use. Okay. The strike determines the type of weapon that you are going to make. Okay. So, for example, there's actually a website for this, but you can just hover over the. You can just hover over the item, and it will. You can hover over the strike, and it will tell you the types of weapons that it makes. So, for example, the very first one, the Bala, depending on the parts you use, will either make a dagger or a staff weapon. Okay. The Docrum. and I'm kind of going through ones that I suggest. The Dockrum will either make a scythe or a heavy blade weapon. Okay? Very good. The Sepfan will either make a Nakana or a staff weapon. Okay? These are all very, very good. I suggest eventually, making a Bala dagger, the heavy blade with Dockrum, and then either a Nakana or a staff using the Sepfan. Because they're very good. Now, previously, okay, I would have suggested starting with Sepfan, making a Nakana Zaw out of the Sepfan strike. Okay, so if you're looking at the preview, if you click on Sepfan, so you double click on that, it will select that as the strike.
Very good, very good.
And then I would use the Corb. I personally use the Corb grip, and from the links, I just use the Jai 2. Okay.
Jai 2?
Yes. Jai, and then 2 like in Roman numeral.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason I like Nakanas, especially as a first Zaw for a brand new player, is because all of the stances require the same, are all the same polarity. So no matter what stance you have available to you, it will fit the polarity of the Zaw. Right?
Okay.
Even without being gilded, this Zaw is better than the regular Nakana, and once gilded, is better than the Dragon Nakana. Hang on a second, Michael is calling me up. I'll be right back.
Okay. It's all well and good, but the parts are not owned, so...
Sorry about that. Okay. So basically the reason why I like this for a beginner Zaw is because it's very user friendly. Okay, there's not a lot of stuff you have to worry about once you put it together. It will be a very good weapon, and you don't have to worry too much about what stance you need or these other, right?
Okay, well, here's the thing. I can get, all these blueprints, but it requires rep in order to do that.
Yes.
Now, I have some rep, but you're saying I should be, saving the rep for more kind of aspect. So
it's a delicate balance because you use rep to buy stuff, and the idea is you want to buy the stuff that will help you earn the rep faster. So better weapons, for example, will help you complete bounties. Of course, you also have Mason now, who will very much help you.
Right. Okay, so I can pick up the Jaw 2 blueprint, the Corb, and the Sepfan at this point. Okay. Based off of the rep spent. That's only going to cost me 4,000 out of the 9,000 that I currently have.
Right.
Problem is that I'm seeing things on here that I currently don't have out of all of this, such as the periodic alloy. Pyrotic alloy. The tier azurite, which is, stuff that I'm going to need to refine. And the copperite alloy, for example.
Yes.
these are also rep that I need to spend to get the blueprints for, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
So you've just wasted
Okay.
my time.
I'm gonna need to go. I'll head back to
Well,
the mining so I can get the blueprints. Ooh, wrong one.
well. So there is an additional thing that I want to mention.
Hang on.
Now, changing just one part on that saw, changing the grip from the Korb to the Stung, which sounds like something dirty in German but isn't, will give you a staff saw, and I've recently come to reevaluate the way I think of staffs in this game. And it may be worth considering doing that instead of the Nakana saw.
Well, okay. Hold on there, crazy. You're like it feels like you're like 2 or 3 steps ahead of where I'm currently at right at the moment. Okay. I don't even have. I don't have the blueprints to even consider constructing these parts yet, much less the blueprints for them. Okay. So.
Okay.
Let me focus on trying to grind the rep to get the blueprints first.
Well, the reason I'm approaching it from the way that I am, because there is, as I'm sure you're generally aware, there is always a method. Okay? The reason I'm looking at it from this perspective is because what I would suggest doing is figuring out what parts you want. Looking at what each of those parts needs in order to build it, and then making a list of all of the materials that you need so you can systematically set about getting them instead of going, wait, what did I need again?
Okay.
Basically make yourself a shopping list
No,
of what you need to build it.
and I get that. And I'm still gonna have to kind of spend that rep anyway. And if I'm not mistaken, I lose the rep when I go up a rank anyway, correct? It gets reset?
It does get reset, yes. You spend the rep to go up.
Right. So... Okay, so... Based off the Jaw 2, the Korb, and the Cephan, okay, if I get... I can purchase the blueprints to get the periodic alloy, okay, that can handle the Korb. You know, I can do the Korb, you know, with that alloy in tow. Okay.
Right.
I just purchased the Azulite, you know, for the Cephan, but I still need the blueprint for the Copyright. I also need a Kondrak wing for 15 in order to craft one.
Yes.
And those are the birds that you see out on the plains?
Yes, in fact, there is a spot where you can go to farm them from where we were just fishing.
Okay. So there's 2 blueprints already that I need to purchase, not including the blueprints, these weapon blueprints.
Right.
And there's now something called the Yog Wound stomach.
Yes, that's the fishing part.
Okay.
They're actually very easy to get.
Okay. I have yet to encounter them.
Well, I can show you exactly where to get them.
Okay. So based off of what I need for these three blueprints right at the moment: the Cephan, the Corb, and the Jaw 2. I still need two blueprints from the mineral, so that I can actually even consider building these parts. So,
Okay, because you got the tier azurite, and you need the pyrol and the coprite.
right. Okay.
Okay.
For just those three parts alone. Okay.
Right.
And then of course the Yogg wound, which you said can be got from fishing. That's perfectly fine. I understand that.
No bait required.
No bait required. Now I do have the Rune Hang 2 blueprint from that one previously rank up
Yeah.
collection that I did at one point in time. Which you were saying, that was a waste, but oh well.
Well, okay. So everybody has their own design philosophy about how they put their Zaws together. Okay?
Right.
And if you go to your favorite search engine, probably one starting with Goo, but I'm just guessing.
Right.
And type in Zaw Builder, it will take you to the Zaw Builder Semlar, which is the fan website that they put together, has all the stats for all of the Zaw parts, right? And
Okay.
you can futz around with that and decide what what build you like for any Zaw.
Okay.
Okay? My own looking into it has led me to the conclusion that you pick the strike that you want, then depending on whether you want one-handed or two-handed, if you want a one-handed weapon, you always take the Corb because that gives you the most damage, but also gives you a slower speed, and then you pick some version of the Jai 2 Link because that gives you extra speed but slightly lowers the damage, all of which leads to a Zaw that has very good damage, is generally reasonably quick, the big exception being the Hammer Zaw because nothing fast, and has good crit and status. Okay? That is my personal opinion, and if you want to look into how to build Zaws, you can look at the different types, you can look at the Semlar's website, and futz around with the numbers and go, oh, I like this combination better, in which case, more power to you.
Right.
I'm simply trying to impart to you what I have learned.
No worries.
Now, the reason, so Jai 2 or Jai links make the weapon faster but do less damage, which is why we weight it towards damage with a heavy, slow handle or grip. Ruhang are exactly the opposite. They make a weapon slower but do much more damage. Okay? And are generally paired with a faster grip in order to try and find that happy middle. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, I once made a heavy weapon Zaw using the Dokram strike, the Stung grip, and I think it was the Ruhang 2. And let me tell you, on the one hand, I'm not going to... Yeah, I also was, when I was swinging the thing, I was like, I've seen glaciers move faster. Warframe is a fast game, so it is entirely possible to make that is biased towards being extremely fast and doing relatively low damage. I mean, they still are going to do a decent amount of damage. Or to make a Zaw that is extremely slow, but does a huge amount of damage. But in general, I have found that I, personally, am most happy with a weapon that has a reasonable amount of damage and good and generally even critical chance and status chance. Because I find that because of the innate power of of Zaws as weapons, having kind of in the middle stats actually works out really well, because then you can
Getting old isn't
adjust
for the
it
weak.
with the mod
Be well.
to lean into whatever it is you want it to do.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
No, I,
But
I,
that's
like I said, Miller, the fact that we're kind of discussing this when I haven't even gotten to a point where I could actually make one is, like I said, like a step or two ahead of where I kind of need to be. Don't get me wrong. You know, I appreciate the information, but I need to actually get to the resource gathering and blueprint acquisition before I can really look into the portion of actually building a Zaw completely. So
that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
now I went ahead and spent all the rep that I currently have, but I'm still 1,000 shy to get the last part that you're suggesting. Okay. So, but if I'm not mistaken, because I got 4,000 from the fish, I can only acquire uh, maybe 2,000
2,000 more
more
reps
for today.
today, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, we are coming up on the daily reset in about 15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
So,
yes, you are limited to about 6,000 per day.
right. So, um, the we could grind a little bit on here, or take one of the bounties to get that 1,000 that I need to get the next blueprint, and then I'll start looking into the materials I need. Or is there something else that you think that I can probably do that can kind of knock out like two birds with one stone, like the fishing and the like?
Good question. Let me see here. I'm gonna suggest that you should switch to Mesa, and we'll go run some bounties.
Okay.
And you can switch to Mesa right here because you can access your arsenal here in Cetus. Let's see.
Mode selection?
Sure.
What is this mode selection all about? Cooperative?
Oh, cooperative vehicles and conclave. Yeah, don't worry about that right now.
Oh, I switched. Okay, there we go.
Okay, and then we should fast travel over to Kanzu. Right. Bounties. Okay, it's nighttime.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack, yeah?
Okay. Shall I select one of the, like the easiest one, the search and rescue?
You got about 2,000 left, right? 2,000 rep left?
Give or take.
Okay, how about we just do sabotage Grenier supply line, because that way we can get it done in one and hopefully get it done before the daily reset.
Okay.
You upping your rates on me. Shola!
Sounds good.
Job board's filling up, off-worlder.
Alright.
Plains living is tough living. Grenier are finding that out the hard way. Let's make them find out a little faster. Cut off their supplies.
Grind. Hey, what kind of capture card do I have? I don't have a capture card.
No, we're PC master race.
Stop saying that, man. We're not a master race.
It's a community joke.
I know. But yeah, we're playing on PC right at the moment. They're AMD
Did you
Rookie.
enter the planes?
Not yet.
Okay.
The doors haven't opened up yet.
Okay. Just you could put it over there. Thank you.
You know, I say don't say the whole PC master race kind of thing because I'm showing the fact that I'm doing a lot of lag right at the moment, and that's probably the reason why he was like, well, what capture card do you have? You know, kind of aspect in the sense of you're not showing a whole lot. I
suppose that's a possibility.
Oh, he's saying I wish my Xbox streams could look this good. Oh, okay, so I'm actually doing pretty good then.
Yeah.
Well, it also helps the fact that you know, paying for I'm paying a little bit to my landlord for the gigabyte service, even though the service itself is only doing 500 megabytes, but still pretty decent. And oh my god, it's not responding. Okay, can I enter the planes at some point? Mine is just planned, nothing to do it, nothing to it. Okay. Connection to the host has been lost. You will be returned to the multiplayer menu. God damn it.
Fantastic.
Not responding. Lag. So AMD, what level are you at on Warframe? Or what master rank, I should say. As I wait for the Warframe to kind of respond to well, Warframe to respond.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at 12. Oh, okay.
MR12 is very respectable.
Blue screen of death. Oh, I got kicked all the way out to my ship. Oof.
Well, that's no good.
It is having a hard time with this. Oof.
Yeah, the team has to work around him and be like more defensive and wait for the open ship. You don't have people playing around him. I'll be down with you.
Yeah, I keep trying to send you there it goes. It says you received my invite.
Probably want to hold off on that until I actually kind of get back into the game because if you're watching the stream right at the moment, they're crazy. I'm having some difficulties, so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm currently on the loading screen and it's not loading. So, yeah. So, might want to hold off on the request for the time being. Let it try to figure out where I'm going to be placed. And once I can actually see my character again, then I'll let you know when to send it. It's probably the best advice that I can kind of give to you. Because it's, you know, not only did it kick me completely out of Cetus, but it's giving me 2 different loading screens right at the moment. So, let it try to figure out where exactly I'm going to go. And then we'll go from there. Okay. I have now loaded back in. Okay, so now I can accept your game. Okay.
And hopefully that will bring you into the same bounty.
Well, we'll see. It put me into another loading screen. So, I like Mesa Prime, the Opticore Vandal, and Despair, and Nikana. I'm just telling you my preference. My Mesa has primed crit mods. For me, a lot of it is kind of going over my head a little bit, but that's okay, you know.
Well,
I'm still I'm still
eventually,
fairly a noob at this, so.
yeah, eventually you will get to the point where you're going to want the primed crit mods for Mesa, but
Yeah.
for now,
Yeah.
you have bigger fish to fry.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit of a grind. But that's okay. Loading, loading, loading.
Well, also, I don't think Borrow has brought the primed crit mods since you started playing.
She's dangerous, primed target cracker, and I forgot the other.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you know what other he's referring to there, Crazy?
Oh, I know exactly which mods he's talking about.
Hey!
Because I have them on my Mesa. So.
I'm here.
All right. So get on your vehicle.
Ah, okay.
I'll go slow. So you can keep up.
Thank you. But we're heading in that direction, huh?
Yeah. Well, we're heading towards the. I have the advantage that I can go over terrain. You still have to deal with.
Yeah,
ground.
I know. It also doesn't help the fact that I'm actually kind of flying through enemies. So. Oh, you're already there. Okay.
Yeah. We're looking for supply cache.
Alright.
Okay. I'm near one because I can hear it. They make a kind of. Here, come here.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen carefully, you can hear kind of a
little
ringing tone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sound that the cache is made.
Okay, so we're looking for some more within this particular area.
Yes.
Okay. And most likely it's kind of like, you know, it's hidden in these. Oh, found one. Oh, you also found it.
Okay, you go get that one.
Well, I'm currently being attacked at the moment. Ah. Oh, yeah. I need some help. I can't take those guys on yet.
Freaking Vomvalis. Go get the other cache. I got these.
With that last cache, you sent a message to this detachment. Nothing they have is safe. I need you to recover a Grenier drone so that I can access its logs.
Ow. Damn it, get away from me. Can you please stop? Oh, god damn it. These things are so annoying.
Yeah, they are.
I can't take these guys on.
What guys?
They keep on shooting me, and it's like, you know, I have one on me like all the time right at this moment. It's one of the reasons why I actually kind of went back to you, so that you could maybe, you know, destroy them for me.
Yeah, we need to find... Ah, there it is, the drone.
Draw energy from bomb ballists. Make use of them.
You need an Xbox, bro? Yeah.
That's it. The drone is under our
Okay.
control now. Escort it to the extraction point before the enemy can destroy it. More Grenier inbound. Don't let them harm the drone.
Now, what's a good option for Mesa? For, is it like 1 or something like that, or?
What do you mean?
The use of its abilities, or Mesa's abilities. What's a good? What were they again?
Oh, her first ability, which is kind of useless because it has a cap, stores up damage and then releases it when you activate the ability again. And it wouldn't be a bad ability if the cap was higher. Unfortunately, the cap is very low. Man.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant.
Oh my god, my shields are already gone.
Yep.
Those drones are super annoying.
I can use the codes in this Grenier drone to sow confusion within the Grenier ranks.
Alright.
Thanks to you, Grenier morale is desperately low.
I'm gonna head back for those intact Insomniac cores.
Make sure that never happens.
Because he destroyed them
Okay.
behind me, so...
Mace's second ability gives you a damage buff to any ranged weapon you use. It also blinds enemies that come near you.
Alright. How much of a range does it have?
Depends on the range of the Warframe. And it also, it doesn't just buff you, it also buffs you.
Well, I asked because there's a flying guy around me right at the moment that's trying to take pot shots, so, you know, I'm just kind of curious if
Yeah, I know.
if the range for blind also affects, you know, that kind of individual.
Probably not, but it doesn't matter, I just blew him out of the sky.
It's one of the reasons why I was kind of heading back to you. Oh, god damn it, those droids are here too.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Take that supply beacon, and I will call it
But,
a job.
like, I'm trying to be useful.
Supplies are dropping now. Destroy them.
Hard to be useful when I'm, my shields are getting torn apart.
Well, that's why we don't build shields. Build vitality instead.
There's the supply beacon. Grab
Oh.
it so I can call
Right,
in
I
the
can't
job.
really shoot that.
Supplies incoming. Make sure the Grineer never get their hands on them.
I mean, granted, you know, I'm looking at, you know, the fact that I only have 105 shields, so it's not that surprising that they're kind of, you know, nuking through my shields
There's
pretty
the
good.
supply beacon. Grab it so I can call in the job.
Next, you attempt to take control of it.
Oh. No. I hate when it goes back and forth like this. Okay, there we go. Interesting.
That's the last pod. Destroy the supplies.
You got them itching to run home to the safety of their galleons. Exactly what I want.
Okay, so that should be all of your rep for... Well, we're now at the reset.
Yeah. Okay, so...
You're heading there.
Okay, thank you.
Well, more or less.
Hey, Adam.
Um,
You guys are waiting.
so apparently I hacked one of the,
Oh, did you guys build?
Idle on lures.
right. Is that a bad thing?
No,
Oh, okay, no
it's
worries.
not useful for the moment, but it's not a bad thing to say.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, we could go in, but there's no reason to do so.
Gotcha. Okay. So I take it that, that's kind of what you need to do in order to actually get one of them to kind of come to you kind of aspect, or is there some other aspect that I'm not familiar with?
Well, so you actually the way it works is actually the terror list is just roaming around out there.
Right.
You go, and then you bring 2 lures, and you use Vomvolist to charge the lures, and then the lures attach themselves to the terror list whilst you're damaging him, so that you can get better rewards at the end of the fight.
Gotcha.
Basically, they're an additional mechanic to jump through to get better reward.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so base of primes at 7, regulators are at 10. Okay. Okay. So, do I have to turn? No, it's an automatic addition of rep already, so I don't need to like turn them in per se. So.
Nobody but you.
No. You might want to go talk to.
It's saying 23 minutes left.
Well,
Okay.
that's probably on nighttime.
Right. It is?
23 minutes left on nighttime.
Oh, is that what it's talking about?
Probably.
Alright.
Okay.
So, I think I've maxed out on mine because I'm showing 1,920 rep. So, but I can at least purchase that last part, the blueprints, and then I can look into collecting the necessary ingredients. So
yeah, I'm going back to my ship, so
okay.
it's probably going to break the part.
Yeah, it did.
Bio. So, and yes, when you go back to your ship, you will get your and the reset rep. So if you want, afterwards we can go right back down and bounties, or we can do something else.
Okay. I got the part. I got the blueprints. So now it's just a matter of grinding out the ingredients in order to actually make the parts in question.
Okay.
And
I can show you how to do that.
So a lot of it is the minerals.
Well, there is a fair amount of mineral. Yeah, that's probably something you can do off stream, or you don't necessarily need me to do. You kind of just run around.
Well, no.
Just real quick.
What I'm saying is that I have the blueprints for those materials, so I have to go through the foundry in order to refine the gems into the materials that I need.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is done. That is done through the foundry. There's a special page for that.
Right.
The fish that you're looking for, the Yagwan. You remember the area I referred to as Geyser Lake or Geyser Pond?
Right.
Okay, that is where you want to go fishing for them. They are daytime fish. They require no particular. They don't require any particular bait to show up, and depending on your graphics settings, you probably don't even need the luminous dye so that you can see them. You can just see them in the water and throw them. They only show up during the day, though. They do not show up at night.
Okay. Well, still got 23 minutes in there for the for that too. So I might as well leave Cetus, go to my ship, go to the foundry, refine the gems that I need for the blueprints, and then come back down to Cetus to get the fish needed?
Yeah, and in particular, if you want to go that same pond at night,
Mm-hmm.
you can catch mortis lungfish, which also don't require any rep.
Okay.
Sorry, hang on a second. Or excuse me, don't require any special.
I understand.
Well,
But
and
at
the thing with the mortis lungfish is, they're not as good as the mercray, but
mm-hmm.
they are good for reputation. That's
Gotcha.
the point I was trying to get. Sorry, I
Okay.
got too many things going through my brain right at the moment.
No worries.
Including, I really need to go to the restroom.
Well, then you go to the restroom. Let me go ahead and take care of what I need to take care of in the foundry, and then when you get back, then we'll look into.
All right, I'll be back shortly.
Sounds good.
You seek rewards, Hunter?
Great, a credit booster when I don't really need it. Oh. You okay?
They conceded.
Okay. Okay. Get those ready because let's see. Keys. Bachelor. Okay, here's what. Ooh, wow. Okay, so I need 100 alloys refined. Okay, so I got the 10, which is fine. I need 60. So I need to do this 6 more times and this 9 more times in order to get the necessary oh no, it's 20 per. Nice, okay. Same with that, okay. So let's go ahead and continue building these here a little bit. Okay, I don't need any more tiers. So we're good there. So we need to do this 2 more times. And we need to do this 4 more times. All right. Oop. I'll have to wait for Crazy to kind of come on back because I'm kind of curious. Okay, this is the last one for that, and then I'll need 2 more of these, or 2 more sets of these, I should say. Okay, salvage. I need so many plastids. It's not funny. God. Oh, there's that. Okay. So now we can claim those. Claim that. Let's verify that we have everything that we kind of need. We can actually start building the cod there. That's okay. We're good there, except for the wings. But we still need 4 more on the alloys. So okay, so we're going to go ahead and build this. See, now we already have all the necessary materials for that one. So we still got this stomach to gather, which I'm going to assume I'm going to need to actually cut open these particular fish in order to actually get at the stomachs. So we're going to go ahead and do this one more time. Yay! Unknown errors. Gotta love the unknown errors. That is fantastic. Gotta love them. It reminds me of a particular website, if anyone has ever heard or seen any of it. If you don't, it was, it's been, well, I haven't really kept track of it lately, but I still enjoyed it back in the day, and that was called the Daily WTF. And things like this, unknown error, yeah. Let's see. Print screen. I'm gonna keep that for later. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Alright. So, so we still got all this. Okay, so I need a total of 17 wings. And then 10 stomachs. So I might as well go and do that right now. Let's see. Let's go to oops. I entered a public lobby, so have additional people here with me. Oh, connection to the host has been lost. You will be returned to the multiplayer menu. Yay! Here we go again. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch this over to friends only for now. Let's see, how are we on
Welcome.
the processes here? Oh, we got, yeah, the electricity damage here, and we have kill 40 enemies with headshots. Good to know. Syndicate missions, Orcan derelicts. 3 Ridgers in a row without letting the enemy score one match of the index.
Later.
I'm wondering if Crazy wants to do the index one and try to do the whole, you know, grab points. I wouldn't mind the money, but I don't know if I actually have all the cash on hand right now to go into an index. The question is it still going to be nighttime by the time I get there? Probably. I think it's set to be around 5:30. Yeah. Well, maybe. Oh, wait. I want to. Oh, god damn it. I forgot. I wanted to. I need to switch over to Volt. I do like the white and gold aesthetic to Mesa right at the moment. Alright. I actually entered a fairly calm location here. Let's see, equipment, arsenal. Switch you over to Volt. There we go. All right.
But we should try again.
I was only able to collect one. Oh. I should have used my shock on that one. Oh well. Oh, god damn it. Let's try to get rid of this thing so that we can... so it doesn't support these guys anymore. Nope. Where are you guys? Ow. What the? Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. What the heck? Alright. I can't seem to get rid of these guys, apparently. They seem to regenerate. I mean, I got the fact that the, I got the fact that that's no longer powering them or at all, but seems like these guys just keep on respawning in. I can't seem to get rid of them. Which is unfortunate because, you know, it'd be nice to be able to kind of fish here without any problems with these droids, but we're good? No more? I hope so. Missed him.
My apologies, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. I was having some fun times with the typical night droids. So, right now...
Oh, the Vonvolus.
Yeah. They just, you know, like me too much, man. So I'm just, you know, seeing what I can kind of catch on the, in this pond, at night. If I can catch anything, really. Well, I've caught like 3 small fish, but I've yet to see anything larger than that. Oh, welcome.
Hello. Okay.
So I got, all of the minerals refined. So now it's now I need to get 10 stomachs, and I need a total of 17 wings, but I think I had 2 of them, so I think I only needed um, I think I only need 15 more. So that glow-in-the-dark thing is really helpful. Too bad I can't really see much. Oh, there we go. Oh, Yogg one.
Yeah, they aren't supposed to come out at night, but... Well, that's because it is dawn.
Yeah. Now, I did disable the droid's little energy resupplier kind of aspect, which was kind of nice. That the fact that I can actually do that. But when I tried to actually kill them afterwards, they kept on, it looked like they kept on kind of like respawning. So not necessarily respawning, but it was like, you know, they didn't necessarily die per se. So I was like,
They exist in 2 different states.
Right.
One is a physical state that can be harmed by normal weapons, and the other is a spectral state that can only be harmed by very specific weapons
that I haven't gotten to
yet.
yet.
That you do not have access to.
Yeah.
And to say anything more than that would be spoiler.
Yeah, no worries. I do like that little glowing aspect. Is that something that you make in your foundry, or is that something that...
Yes. You can purchase it from Fisher Hylook. It is by far the most valuable thing. It is luminous dye. Luminous something like that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, luminous dye.
Okay. Does it require a certain amount of reputation? Like you can only get it if you're, say, like a villager or something along those lines, or?
As I recall, you can pick it up with neutral standing.
Okay.
It does not require a lot.
Okay. Seems fairly useful, so.
It is by far the most useful thing she saw.
Not that I'm really seeing a whole lot right at the moment, but then again, that's
well, the dust wore off.
Yeah.
So, and it can be a little hard to see things at night, which is why. Oh. And it is overcast. So. Okay. I actually usually fish off of this rock here.
Over there? Okay.
I think, yeah, because I think it gets better field of view.
Alright. Now, I'm assuming each fish could potentially give you one stomach per, or does it like have multiple stomachs like a cow?
No, they're just one.
Okay.
Just one.
Okay, so in other words, I need to get 10 of them in order to get what I need then, huh?
Yep.
Oh.
Fortunately, there's a hot spot over here, so there should be a pretty fair amount of fish.
Are you watching my stream right at the moment?
I am not.
Okay. Because I'm sure that you're not currently able to see exactly what I'm holding right at the moment.
I'm taking it it's a very large fish.
No. No, it's actually fairly small. Well, small-ish, I guess you might say. I got a boot.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Let's see. I really don't need you nuts. Or newt or whatever it's however you pronounce it.
Coot. That was always how I pronounced it.
Coot. Alright.
It's not like they provide a pronunciation.
Oh yeah, I know. Ah, missed. Come here, you. Get back here. Back here. Oh, come on. That was right there. Oh, well, okay. Get back here, you damn it. I want to spear you. I speared the wrong fish.
That'll happen too.
Well, at least I got that one. Let's see. Now, question. Actually, let me see. Nope, okay. I wanted to see whether or not I could actually spear you.
No, but with Volt's passive, you can use that spear to hurt enemies. For up to 1,000 points per throw. Because that's what Volt's passive caps out at.
Right.
And if you want to waste some time on the internet, you can search YouTube for videos of people killing bosses doing that very thing. Worth pointing out, in case it needs to be said, this is not the recommended method for killing bosses in Warframe.
I kind of figured that.
The dye has run out, but we're getting enough sun that you should be able to see various fish swimming around in the water.
I don't. There's nothing here that's showing me. I can't see my inventory, so I don't know exactly how many I've caught.
Hit the P button, and it should give you an inventory of everything you've gotten.
Okay. Let's see. 6, 7. Okay, so I need 3 more. If I get a stomach per fish, then I have 7. So.
Oh.
problems.
No, quite the opposite. I was looking out in the water and I'm like, that's a big fish.
Yeah, I got one here that's fairly large as well, but it's like, you know, that's the wrong type. Might as well get rid of it. Get out of here. I might need to spawn something else. Mortis lungfish. Missed him.
I was gonna say, if you can, spear that bad boy.
That's the one that shows up at night, doesn't it?
They're more prevalent at night, but they do show up a little bit during the day.
Let's see. Now, Warframe decided that it wanted to give me a credit booster for 4 hours.
Okay.
So, I'm thinking after I grab the 10 here, do you want to maybe go farm some credits real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
In fact, I was thinking that Simony on Series is probably a good place to both get you the levels that you need for Mesa and get you some credits, because you are at the perpetual state of always being out of credit.
Yep. Yes, I am.
I was there. I know.
Well, the other aspect that we could do is try for that one. Oh, hey. Try for the index for scoring no points if you want.
We would need a team for that, and generally run low risk index.
Okay. Well, it's not like I have.
Also, we got the whole week. I know you. Tuesdays. My point being, I know you're. I'm not saying we shouldn't do the index. I'm saying if we're going to do the index during your credit boost, we should do at least medium, and worry about the challenge another day.
Okay. I got the 10 that I need, so I'm gonna head back to the.
Okay, we can go.
Heading back to Cetus. I don't know really what the point of doing these tricks in the air is all about, but whatever.
They get you points with event kids, which will eventually allow you to buy mods for your board and to craft your own.
Alright.
It is generally considered to not be.
Okay. Well, seeing that not a whole lot of people use that board that much, once you get the arc wings, so.
Yep. Provide fish.
Alright.
Here, have some Mortis lungfish. They're not worth a super lot of rep, especially not compared to the Merc rate, but
it is my aim to
not terrible.
Allow me to help.
And then the rest,
With that.
we're going to cut. Select them.
Medium size. Good length.
Yes.
Teeth.
Cutfish.
Still too big.
10 stomachs. Just what I needed. Thank you.
We also need some fish scales for various. So you also needed to do fishing for that.
Yeah, but I've been kind of getting that already from various other aspects. So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll save the rest of the fish for later. I mean, unless I should just go ahead and cut these.
Well, I was gonna say, since the mortis lungfish you should turn in for rep. Everything else you should just have her cut up.
Okay. They don't provide a whole lot of reps, seeing that there are only 100 for me, but
yeah.
they're all small, so.
Basically, if it starts with M, you want to provide it. If it doesn't, you want to cut it up. At least at the level you're playing.
Yeah.
Mortis, lungfish, and mercury you want to provide for rep. The other two, you just want to, or the others you just want to cut up.
Right.
Also, if you talk to her and say browse wares, you should be able to buy. I forgot
the luminous dye.
Yeah.
I have to purchase the quantity of it, or is it like a blueprint that I can constantly?
They changed it. They changed it a little bit ago, so that it's all of this stuff is you just buy a quantity of it with rep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to, that's fine, because if we are fishing, because I'm something a little bit of a legacy player, I have the actual recipe to make luminous dye. And I understand why they changed it, because some of the higher level recipes get really dumb in their requirements. Really dumb in their requirements. So I understand why they did it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They should have left it so you could get the recipe, because that's not.
It's okay. Well, at least I'll purchase 12 for now. Because that's as much rep that I currently have. But that's okay. Okay.
At least the mercury bait is not very expensive, especially in comparison to how much you get for mercury. Because even the smaller mercury are worth 500, and the bait is only 200. So
yeah,
you are very definitely turning a profit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, how many credits do you have on you right now?
17,000. 17,000.
Okay. Because honestly, I'm glad you clarified, because honestly, I would have believed 17.
Yeah, okay. you had a slight pause there, so I'm like going, let me clarify so he knows, But yes, I do have 17K.
Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm going to do this.
Although I could spend 5,000 of it to actually build one of the components for the jaws, but nah, I'll save that for later. As it is anyway, I still need to get 12 more wings, so.
Oh, that's not very hard. I can show you how to.
Yeah, but I guess we could probably just grind it off screen if you want. Off the stream.
Yeah.
Seeing that my stream is about to end anyway, so.
Well, I was to say, I don't know if you've seen my dog go, but okay. We're gonna activate this because we're gonna go do Simon. So I will invite you, and you should switch over to Mesa.
Okay.
Also, when you are in the arsenal, below your melee weapons on Mesa, do you see regulators prime as a listed weapon?
No.
Okay, I thought that might be the case. Which is sad because ideally we'd like to have you unlock that before.
Yeah, I'm only at rank 7 with Mesa Red at the moment, so.
Yeah. Well, ideally we'd like to have you put some mods in before we start doing. Before you actually start using them, because they do need to be modded, but that's okay. We can, since Simony is a relatively short mission. Okay. Do.
Okay.
Gracefully bobbing our way through the screen.
Yeah. I enjoy doing this. It's nice and relaxing somehow. Okay, so... Let's see.
Thank you, Zathras.
Abilities...
You might want to change to your Atomos.
Alright. Yep. Moving.
Moving on.
Moving over. Yep. Yeah, another one.
Come on, Zathras. Woof woof.
Oh, right. I have to kill 40 enemies with headshots. A little bit of a harder thing to do with this kind of a gun, it seems. Can't really...
Also it's a bit of a hard thing to do with this kind of enemy.
True. Oh, we're moving again.
Moving on.
Okay, I'm gonna go collect things. I was seeing nice little items available. So I was like going, okay, let me take care of that real quick.
Fair, fair.
I mean, if you guys are gonna be killing them all over the place, I gotta go, you know, collect all the rewards, right?
Oh yeah, well in particular, Equinox is... She gets to play clap clap die with the enemy. What's especially funny is because of the way the ability works, 2 Equinoxes can play what we call lethal patty cake.
Lethal patty cake, okay.
Well, because the way that their powers work, they store up a certain amount. They store up damage that's done to, and then dump it on the enemy en masse, right?
Okay.
If there's 2 of them, one of them dumps a whole bunch of damage, which the other one then picks up. First one reactivates their ability, and the second one waits a little bit, and then dumps their damage. And they basically go back and forth like that in an infinite cycle of clap, clap, die.
Okay. Patty cake, patty cake. Alright.
Reinforcements available. Do you
We're
choose
leaving.
to leave now
Alright.
or continue fighting? We're done here. The
Okay,
extraction team will take
I'm
over
going
here.
to need
Time
to
for
close out the stream.
Okay.
Crazy, if you want to, we can still do the grind if you want. But the stream is going to have to end here, folks. So, I will be posting this to my YouTube page, where you'll be finding links to my Discord, my Patreon, and my Twitter accounts. You can find those down below on my Twitch channel, as well as in the description of my YouTube videos. You'll also find links to my friend Crazy's Twitch channel and his YouTube channel. He's done quite a lot of videos with Warframe. So go and check out his channels. I'm sure that he would greatly appreciate that.
Indeed I would. Thank you very much.
And tomorrow we will be continuing Warframe. Seeing what else I can try to grind out. Maybe see about trying to find some additional Warframes or whatnot. Maybe purchase some more blueprints. We'll see. We got, I got some spare platinum that I can kind of use to purchase some more. There's still a lot of resources that I need to harvest for for Hydroid Prime, for example. The plus seeds. Oh gosh. So still got some work to do on that one. So, but I'll continue working on that tomorrow. So look forward to that. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for stopping by. AMD, I know that you may not be still here, but I still thank you anyway for stopping by and chatting with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll come back next time. Let's see, anything else? Anything you want to say there, Crazy?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah. So have a good night there, folks. Take care, and I'll see you strangers tomorrow.